Libra, hello beautiful and welcome. We're going to be doing a month ahead reading for the season of Taurus. This is going to go over your general energy surrounding you, incoming guidance. We will go over some gifts. I have other oracle decks for further clarification. And we have yes or no. If you are new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, babes, I love and appreciate each of you. Thank you so much. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you are interested in a personal reading, sorry, my camera just did something weird. All right, if you are interested in a personal reading, please comment below or email barefootbalancedmama@gmail.com. Thank you to anybody who tips. Those are appreciated so much. That being said, I think we're just going to hop into it, Hans. All right, what's up for Libra? Sorry. Oh my goodness. I was drinking like I had some warm water and I don't know, for some reason it made me belch. I do apologize. Kill me. Nice one, Simba. Called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. Definitely feeling a pull. Some of you like, how can I help in an area? This may be family, this may be friends, maybe household more. Others of you, this is the collective, like a big collective, where it's like, how can I help? Or understanding that this is a gift and something I am supposed to help with. Remember, this is a general collective, so please place the energies where they lie. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Definitely learning gifts here. Working with them, figuring out who you can practice with. For some of you, there's someone around you or you're going to be linked to somebody in the next year to where you can practice your gifts. Someone's getting a higher perspective and understanding on why something happened in their life. All right, we have the golden children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. Some of you going under special types of attack just because your gifts are rare, so be careful of that. Others of you understanding that because you have a rare gift, like the training for it is going to be different. What you need to do is different. It may take longer. You're going to have less people to use in the physical as reference. You'll be fine, but it's just a little bit different when the gifts are rarer. Wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. You're definitely going to see and understand exactly how special you are. Not everybody's a message bringer, but I know a lot of you have message bringing. Some of you can code and see it. You might think you have dyslexia, but it's not. I mean, yeah, it might interfere and end up being dyslexia, but it's honestly your spiritual gift and things like that. But yeah, high focus on the bottom. Like, you're a big information bringer. Others of you, this could be healing or something else, but I know there's a big collective where it has to do with messages, stories of the past, clearly getting them brought to the collective so that they're understood. All right, 6 of Pentacles. Getting clarity in this, understanding it, feeling balance in self again is really what I'm getting. Some of you looking at financial changes, like for better. No shit. Dang. 9 of Swords. For some of you, I'm sorry for how intense this new next level is for you. Like dreams, visions, things like that, and trying to figure out how to just explain them to other people. Am I going crazy? Maybe you're seeing things. Maybe you're hearing new things. And it's like, you're not going crazy. It's just this next level. Knight of Cups and Queen of Wands. Honey, you're covered. Understand that. This is a little bit emotional right now for you. It won't always be this emotional. You will understand this. You're going to come to the point where you have understanding of it. You feel balanced again. And you know what action to take. For some of us, we're still processing what we went through or what we're going through. And we're not quite clear on it, but you will be. I've got the full Ace of Cups and Page of Cups. For some of you, you're looking at an offer that's going to bring you a lot of happiness. Others of you, it's just deep emotional stuff. Some of you are meant to help kids. Like, you're a teacher. You need to learn your gifts so you can teach the next generation. Eight of Pentacles on the bottom. I have you finishing learning this. And others, yeah, you're supposed to be a teacher. Or you're going to be teaching someone. Four of Wands. Some of us dealing with an emotional imbalance within like our home and a distracted partner, something, and why, and having turmoil over that. That is going to be handled. You're going to understand more. Others of you, it's clearly understanding that you're supposed to help. You're going to be getting comfortable in front of a camera for someone here. Others feeling confident in speaking to others. Justice. Balance. Getting into these skills. Again, for some of you, this has to do with some kind of partnership where things felt off. Others of you, this just has to do with you being an information bringer and bringing it out in a balanced way to where people understand. I have you affecting multiple generations. Some of you are writers. Again, you transcribe things from the past. Six of Wands, you're going to be very successful at this, and people are going to look up to you about this. Those of you who went through that emotional turmoil in a relationship, you're going to be getting that final clarity, and you're going to be like, yeah, I'm glad that I was able to talk myself through a situation that maybe in the past I couldn't. So I have big healing for some of the collective. Mothers of you, this is you getting used to being sane. People are going to know your name. All right, incoming. What do we got? Six of Cups, the Moon. So I was looking at offers and love. This person may have had eyes on you for a while. The Tower. Others of us, this is tapping into those gifts and stuff. Again, helping children for some. Being able to share gifts with others, share information with others. Others of you, you're going to find emotional peace at exactly how big your role is to play, like what your purpose is. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands, and Judgment, King of Pentacles. You will be financially successful at this. Understand though, like you're going to be under judgment a lot just because you're going to be in the public eye a lot. So Spirit's going to send you through some tests this year where you deal with taking pictures and, oh my gosh, like I don't normally think this about myself, but now I'm thinking these thoughts about me. And it's just so that you can understand what you're going to have to deal with sometimes. You're going to go through fame battles. Oh! That went down. Faster than the Titanic. Ooh. Page of Wands. Yeah, you're about to get catapulted forward here. Others of you, coaching and training the youth is coming through. You have something, again, for some of you, literally the information that you bring down helps bridge a gap and like the collective achieve a next level intellect sooner. So please work on your gifts if you haven't already. Work on receiving and processing through messages. Someone around you is trying to sabotage your work. Just so you know that. Nine of Swords. You may be nervous about what message you receive, and I guess for some of you are shy. You're a little bit shyer. It's not that you can't handle being in front of a crowd. It's just, and you may not even naturally be this shy. It just might be tied to like a childhood wound. But you have to deal with that. And I have you being like, strength coming out. I can't handle this. And it's like, but you can, hon. You can handle this special gift, this anointing. You can handle helping small children. For some of you, it's like, I didn't even, small kids, seriously? Like, yeah, no, you do really good working with small kids. You just wouldn't think it. Maybe you've been around annoying kids or not around kids a lot. And you're like, really? But no, kids. All right, let's get your guidance. You guys are going to be strengthening spiritually. For some of you, this is energetic gifts. Others of you, this has to do with just that, like, fame tests. We have Ace of Swords and Three of Pentacles. I have clarity on your contributions. I have somebody really just, you guys are helping the collective in a big way. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. You incarnated to do this. It's part of your contract to help the collective in this way, or help that collective in that way. You understand? But teacher, information bringer, healer, whatever. You said, I'm coming here to do this, and that's what's getting worked on. It's the learning phase or finessing phase to where you're going to actually be doing this. Emperor, 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands. This is good for you, though. It's going to make you really happy. And you do get to meet a lot of people. For some of you, you do work with smaller groups, so that's a plus. Others of you, you do work with bigger collectives. But either way, it's very emotionally fulfilling working with all these people and bringing all that healing. I've got death, big rebirth vibes, new beginnings. Some of you looking at helping children dealing with deaths, getting into fostering for some here. Emperor. Big rebirth vibes, hon. This transformation is huge. And 8 of Cups. I mean, there's this clarity in you and this understanding in you and how you're supposed to help, and that's the direction that you keep going in. I have you going to receive missing pieces. Like in this 8 of Cups, it's not walking away of things that don't fulfill us. It's like you walk away and receive the information, and then you bring it back. And then here's the next puzzle piece. And you really help fill in the blanks for everybody. But that's what you're here to do. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and King of Wands. For a lot of this collective, Ace of Swords, you felt like something was missing in you. And this clarity of what you're supposed to do, it reignites this passion. and gives you this energy, and that's what you've been pursuing and following. For some of you, it's an information spiral. It's like you saw this pop up one day and you started learning about that, and then it led to that and that and that and that, and it was like, I can't get enough of this information. But the more you learn, the more you feel full, you know? But it's what's helping with these breakthroughs. It's what triggered your awakening. It's what's helping you with your ego death, dark night, and ascension. Journey. Good for you. I have some of you guys actually taking trips. The majority of this is referring to like soul journey, time journeys, looking at your past lives, but this is a soul adventure. You're about to discover like a lot more about yourself. For some of you, you've been doing the deep sea diving and getting the downloads, and for others of you, that's what you're heading in towards. It is more downloads and clarity. House and distant horizons. Again, with this journey thing. For some of you, you have a commitment headed towards you. Others of you, it's just stability, happiness, what you're building, like your empire, right? It's not too far off. Toil and labor. Just keep at your hard work, hon. I have coffin over death. This is about your rebirth. This is all about your new beginning. Some of you, yes, dealing with death, expectation, and unexpected income from a wealthy man. Others of you, though, this has to do with your rebirth. And, I mean, you can expect to make money off your gifts, hon. Not that's why you're doing it. You're doing it to help people, but you can, though, is the point. Right? You got bills to pay, too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Spiritual union. Definitely feeling harmony again within a relationship. Everything feeling balanced out. Others of you, that's the energy around you're attracting. But union of self. Right? All parts of you. Foundation and achievements. Big blessings ahead. Stability. Expansion. For some of you, this is a home. Like you're actually looking at purchasing a home here in the future. Discontent and boredom with that, the death of that for sure. That's definitely ending. Others of you, it's just this next adventure. Buying this home, for some of you, that's going to help. Awareness, if you've been feeling that in a relationship, that is going to end, but especially if they've been distracted and focused, why? And then we have crown chakra. Big downloads, visions, and things of that nature. Alright, let's get what we got on here. Little Libras. Alright, void. Feeling like you're in a void, a sense of emptiness, a feeling of being lost. You're going to be, some of you guys aren't fully integrated yet. You're not integrated. So you'll be feeling that again. Others of you, this just has to do with while you're understanding or navigating through this. That void feeling is going to be ending. Relax. Relieving stress or tension and relaxing by distancing from intense thoughts. Taking to yourself. Some of you guys have had to rest more. I have headaches and nausea. You're still doing better than you might have normally done, or than you know could have done. This could have gone way worse. Understand you handled the situation good, or you are. Captive, being balanced, peaceful, and in harmony. Others of you struggling with feeling bound by physical location, state of life. Not understanding, like, for some of you, it's the feelings of feeling off because you haven't integrated yet. Luck, the occurrence of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way, especially for future investments and endeavors, when it comes to understanding things. And then we have rejection, rejecting, not wanting, not accepting, and disregarding. Some of you are going to be receiving rejection. That is the luck. Believe it or not, like for some of you, say you're going to buy a house and it gets rejected, your offer, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so unlucky. And it turns out that house has a foundation problem and you just don't know about it. But then you find a better house. You know what I mean? So rejection is protection. So stay calm just in case you hear no. Peace. Finding peace, a state of mental and emotional balance, free from anxiety and disturbances. Things are going to be changing. The emotional turmoil is going to be ending. If those aren't the vibes that you're in already. But definitely being able to do that. Others of you looking at setting up a more peaceful state in your environment. Like maybe you need to redo your furniture. Maybe you need a house plant or something. Like there's something you can bring to where you feel like less trapped by your physical. All right. A time for healing, balsamic moon. Making sure that we're taking care of ourselves right now, especially if we are in a state of the things just feel different, right? What can we do to feel better, to feel less staticky, unstable, electric-y, right? Nothing will come of this situation, void of course, moon. Some of us are reading into things and having to fight those battles we make for ourselves. For some of you, this is bringing up wounds or insecurities. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. You will be seeing everything clearly. I feel like good energy out of bad energy. Like somebody may be wanting to surprise you, and because they're trying to surprise you with something, they're being sneaky, and because of the sneakiness, you're like, why is this sneaky? You know what I mean? And you're trying to cope with that. Especially if you're dating somebody who likes to do surprises. These battles are going to keep getting easier for you. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. That is the full moon in your sign, though, is it not? But yes. Alright, let's look at your spiritual gifts. Boo. What do we got coming through? If you're interested in learning more about your spiritual gifts, feel free to book a personal. If you need help with them, let me know. We have a cleaner. It could be energetic, physical, spiritual. Planner. Good for group organizations. For some of you, being able to use this, especially with the multiple tasks that you have to handle. Coordinators. Okay. We had sound healing. Linguistics, translation, and language. Again, you guys are supposed to translate like dead languages, dead records, old freaking books. This is so cool. I love my collective. Comedian. Yes. Good laughs. And if you're going to be a famous one at that, especially, right? You guys have got to get used to being in pictures and not like, angles. Like, wait, that's the one they're going to post in me? Yes, honey. That's one they decided to use. Out of all of the photos, they decided to use that one. You're right. This is what they said about what? Realtor. Again, homes are important for someone. For some of you, your realtor is a contact in a different way. So you're going to work with them on your home, but through working with them, you're also going to find out, like, they do healing work. Oh, they do this or that, or they work with this organization, and you're going to want to get involved in it. They're a further contact. I gotta dance. Defender, defenses, assassin, fighter. Reporting, press, and truth. See, and you guys understand how important that shit is, right? So your honesty is what, you know what I mean? Go you go. At the bottom we have healer. For some of you, you know what I mean? You're going to have to look into what type of healing. But it may not be as common. Wishing well. Your heart's desires are taking flight joyfully and magically. You've got such great energy around you. So many blessings headed towards you. So many gifts. And the fact that you want to help so many is really why it's like you have that good energy. Alright. Feathers from heaven. Gentle messages of love and support are drifting your way from loved ones and angels. Remembering our ancestors and our angels, working with them. Taking time to meditate and talk to them. For some of us, maybe it's a little bit of a spend a second. Ow. Others of us, it just has to do with maybe working with a new one. Like you have a new teacher this year for your new gift, or a new couple of them. Hearts aflutter. Join in the dance of romance that is swirling around you. Open your wings and let love in. That's going to be a lot easier to do if we're dealing within a relationship where things have seemed a little off. And then others, that's, you know, something that's headed towards you. Others of you, this hearts aflutter. It's a love, but it's not a romantic love. It's definitely a good best friend love, though. Soul tribe love. Mother's love. You are being wrapped in loving wings of comfort and protection. Loving yourself through this. You are definitely doing a lot better of nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself. Others of you, you're going to be pulling on that in new ways as you learn something else. Please note these. Coping skills are so useful during learning new gifts and ascensions and stuff. And those little tricks that you learn along the way, like, oh, when I did this, I calmed down. This helped me ground, this, that, really help others. So, I mean, you'd be surprised. You can write a whole book on tips and tricks on, you know what I mean? All right. We've got yes or no. 3 piles to pick from. Please go with the pile that resonates. 1, 2, and 3. All right, if you pick pile 1, your answer is yes, with now and change, the number 43. If you pick pile 2, yes, with full moon and the number 38. If you pick pile 3, yes, with next level best interest and the number 10. All right, we're going to close you out with a card from Callie. Chamunda. Knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. Chamunda is the fearlessness, wisdom, patience, and discipline required to conquer a difficult situation. Chamunda is the power to accomplish what you need and desire. She is with you now. Her presence now portends a truly exceptional breakthrough on your path. Getting those downloads and understanding. Big protector vibes for some of you. And for the collective overall, to be honest. Whether this is protector of truth, protector of knowledge, protector of records. Like, you will defend all those things. You know what I mean? Or whichever individual pertains to you. But you're here for a big reason, love. Don't ever doubt that. All right, Libra, I hope that this helped you in some way or fashion. And I do hope that I get to connect again with you at a future reading. Please like if you haven't, subscribed, and please consider tipping if you haven't. I appreciate those so much. All right, that being said, I love you guys so much. Bye.